Hey there, if you're an esthetician and you want to get organized with your business, I'm going to show you a wonderful spreadsheet that can keep you organized. This will help you to track your clients, your appointments, your schedule. You can hand out your price list to clients. You can track your bookkeeping, your income and expenses, your equipment, advertising spending, social media planning, and mileage. All of this in one spreadsheet. It's available on my website at savvyandthriving.com, and this is how it works. So we're in Google Sheets now. There's also an Excel version, and all you have to do is simply go to the cell and then type in the person's name or the information itself. This is a client tracker. So this is your CRM. If you have a client that's reaching out to you for the first time, you can use this and say, hey, I reached out to them on the 27th, and I've reached out to them multiple times. The last time I reached out to them was the 24th. Is this client low, medium, or high priority? And then where did they find you? Social media, networking, and is this appointment set up? Have they completed a visit? Are they one of your clients now? Are they waiting a response from you? Now, once they're an established client, we're going to move on to the appointment tracker. So again, you can put in their client information once they're a client, and then, have they made an appointment with you? Is it confirmed? Is it complete? What is the price of your services? And then what type of service is this? So if you wanted to choose this and say they're going to get a facial, that's fine. If you don't like what I have, you can choose the edit button and come in here and delete and put something else. You can add other items. You can change the colors by customizing, hitting OK, and then putting another item here. When it's done, you say yes, apply to all, and now it's going to be in your drop down box. Okay, next, if they set an appointment, we're going to put the appointment date here, the time of the appointment, and then how much have they paid you? Have they paid you the full price? What date did they pay you? And then here's some check boxes as well to help you send reminders of the appointment that's coming up. And then have you sent them a thank you? Have you requested feedback? This is a great thing to be able to build up your reviews and things like that. And any notes about the customer, things that you want to remember for next time. This will help you to track the total amount that you've received and the total number of appointments you've completed. We've got a master schedule here. So say you have multiple staff, you're getting bigger, you've got staff that's managing everything. You can come in and take everything from the appointment tracker and then put it all here into the master schedule so that we know, what employee is going to be working that day, what's the client's name, what's the service going to be, the date, time, and price. This is a price list. This is editable, of course, and it's printable. You can, download it and email it, whatever works for you. And then you can put in, your items. You can put in the description, basic facial, whatever you charge. And then that way you can use this. And you can even print this out, and put it on, in your office or at a studio, wherever is convenient for you. This is your bookkeeping dashboard. This will help you to see what your total income is for the year, your expenses for the year, and then you can click on your income by month to see how much you made. You can click on this to see how much expenses you spent. You can make a goal, make a lot of money. Let's make another 0 for that. And then this is your income and expenses and any tax that you've paid and your net profit by month. And you can see your income, expenses, tax, and total net income here as well. Now, if this happens to not be 2025 when you're watching this video, you can come into the formula box, change it to the right year, hit enter, and it'll change everything all the way down. Okay, now to the income and expense form. This will be bringing everything in. Everything you put into this sheet will be coming into the dashboard. So starting off fresh, we can come in and then choose a date. You can say, did you spend money? Did you make money? So say we made money. This is that facial for Jane. And then how much did she pay you? any expenses, products you used, things like that, and any tax that you possibly paid on that as well. And then that's your net profit for the income. Any notes as well for that item. Next, we have an equipment tracker. This can help you to track, the items that you have, the replacement cost, where is it located, where's the receipt folder, that kind of thing. And that way you can keep track of, what equipment do you have? This is great for insurance purposes, things like that. And you're just putting in, whatever works for each one of these items. Folder here. And then you would just type in the items below, and then that way you can keep track of your equipment. The next is an inventory tracker. Again, this one, same thing. They're essentially the same thing. It's just a little bit more cute because it's got drop-down boxes. And like I said before, you can edit this and change the category as well. So you can put the item, towels, how many do you have? How much did it cost you? And then what's the value? And then that way, if for insurance purposes, you can keep track of, how much do I have in inventory? You can tell your tax accountant, and that way this can help you with your taxes as well. And, what do I have in stock? What needs to be restocked? This is an invoice template. If you have a client and you want to send them an invoice, you can do that. Choosing the date, put in their contact information. What did they receive? Let's do that facial again. And then say it was, 85. This will calculate your tax for you. I have it at 7% here. You can change that if it's different for your area. And then any delivery fees, or we can even just change that to fees as well. Say it was mileage or any other expenses. And then there's your grand total as well. You can also import and put your logo in here as well in the box. Okay, next is a marketing tracker. This is perfect if you are spending money on ads somewhere online. So we'll name our campaign, the start date, the end date, and what platform did you spend advertising money on? How much did you spend? How many items, do you have one or two different pictures in your advertisement? And then how many impressions did you get? How many clicks did you get? How many conversions or sales did you get? And how much money did you make? So let's just put some crazy number. And as you have more or less revenue, the colors will change for you and get lighter as it gets lower. It will calculate your cents per click, your click-through rate, your conversion rate, your return on investment, and return on ad spend. The higher number, the better, of course. And then choose from the drop-down box, is this an active campaign or is it complete? And any notes, this worked great, anything like that. And then at the top, we've got total conversions, total revenue, and total spent. And those are just coming in automatically by adding things up in the columns. This one is a social media post manager. I use this for myself often every week. So we'll put in the date of a post that we're going to be planning. So say, Fun Friday, and then we're going to photo of new client and products, and then we can add our hashtag. Whatever your hashtags are. Then once you have all of this planned out ahead of time, if you have staff that are doing your social media posts for you, they can just take this and run with it. And then as you have posted to your social media sites, you can just check it off, and that way you have it done. So there's a lot of times that I have the social media posts planned way ahead of time, or I'm skipping around and I decide, I'm going to do this one instead, and then you can check things off as you get done. So this just helps me to stay organized. And the last thing we have here is a mileage tracker. Super helpful to track your mileage, especially because your tax accountant's going to love you for this. You can put in the date. We're going to do a facial from the office to the home, wherever it is. We're going to put the odometer reading when you start, the odometer reading when you finished. Let's make this not so far away. You drove 50 miles. I think you can put in 70 cents per mile. I don't know what their current rate is. You might want to look that up. And then that's how much your mileage cost. If you paid for any parking or toll along the way, you are going to claim $45 for mileage. And then if you paid for gas along the way, that's helpful too. To know, on this date I paid for this gas, so you can keep track of how much gas you paid, for how much you're claiming for mileage, how much all the mileage costs by itself without all of the extra fees, how many miles you've driven, and how many trips you've taken. So again, that's super helpful because my tax accountant asks me all the time to keep track of mileage for tax purposes. So again, this is your Esthetician Business Template Bundle. It's available in Google Sheets and Excel, and it's available on my website at savvyandthriving.com. Take a look around. There's at least 400 sheets at this point, and lots of things to keep your home and business organized. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.